If you're thinking about becoming a mortgage broker, the idea of an exam can feel pretty bloody intimidating, to be honest. One of the biggest questions that I get people asking me, and people do ask a lot in general, is can you fail the CeMAP exam? And what happens if you do? Yes, you can fail the exam. But nothing bad happens. I'm going to be honest with you, I actually failed my exam. You just simply book in and you resit and you try again. There are no penalties, no limits on attempts, no impact on your future career. It's absolutely fine. Like I said, it happened to me. So here's exactly how it works. CeMAP exams are multiple choice, scenario based, and very passable with consistent study. But sometimes life gets in the way, nerves kick in, or a question set just catches you completely off guard. That's pretty much happened to me. But failing an exam doesn't mean that you get blocked from becoming a mortgage advisor ever again. It doesn't affect any in future like employers or anything like that. They don't really care, honestly. It won't appear on any public record. They won't even know. They only know because I told you, and it won't harm your career at all in any way. You'll actually find that a lot of people fail. So you just simply resit it. And like I said, most people will pass on their second try. Now, what happens if you fail your CeMAP exam, though? What is the thing that actually happens? So I'll just break it down for you right now. Most of the time, you're going to receive your score immediately. And when you receive your score immediately, you can then see which areas you needed to improve on. You can then rebook the exam whenever you are ready. Sometimes you might need to go and study a little bit more. Sometimes you might have to just go, you know what, I know exactly what I need to do, and jump straight back in it. There is no waiting period unless you choose to take one, like I just said. Good thing about this is you only need to retake the module you failed, not the entire qualification. Now, the process is designed to help you learn. It's not designed there to punish you, so don't think they're out to get you, because you see a lot of that, especially in Facebook groups. People think that they're getting at them. They're not. All right, don't worry about it. It's fine. You'll pass it. So how many times can you resit the CeMAP exam? Well, there are no limits on resits at all. You can take that exam as many times as you need, although you will actually pay an exam fee every time you have to take it, so it can get pretty costly. But this takes away a lot of the pressure because you're not risking your entire career on one single attempt. So how much do resits actually cost? Well, resits cost the exact same as a normal exam, which is exactly the same. So a standard exam fee per module. It's going to vary from providers, and depending on when you're watching this, whatever year it's in, they'll be different. Now, there are no penalties or extra charges just because you have to take a resit. And if there is, that's something you really want to question as to why that's happened, because that's not legit. So why do people fail CeMAPs, and how can you avoid making that mistake? Well, in most cases, people fail not because it's difficult, not that at all, but actually for a few reasons. The first reason is they didn't revise consistently. They just did it on and off, but they weren't actually sticking to a study kind of schedule. The second thing is they rushed through the material. It's pretty easy to do that. You just want to get through it and cram it in, but that's not always the best way. Another one is that they skipped practice questions. Practice questions are vital. It gives you kind of more real world examples of what you could do. And then they were anxious on the day. That was mine. I just kind of melted, all right? Every single one of these can be fixed with better study approaches. It's fine. If I just got my head in the game, I'd be better. So let's give some tips on how to pass CeMAP confidently. If you want to avoid any of those resits, you want to focus on a few things. The first thing is you want to focus on regular study sessions. So little and often, that is the thing that works the best. You want to do as many mock questions as you possibly can. You want to break those modules into small, understandable chunks. You want to understand the principles, not just memorize it. If that's stuff like getting into your body, really start to know what you're talking about and not just spitting out facts. And then reviewing weak topics before you book the exam again. So anything where you actually think, I'm not really sure on that, review it, double down on it. You see, CeMAP rewards consistency, not cramming, so you want to actually learn it. Plus, a lot of this stuff, or some, not a lot, but some of it is going to be relevant in the job you do. So should you be worrying about failing CeMAP? No, not at all. You shouldn't worry about it. You can fail it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't stop you from becoming a mortgage advisor. You can just resit it as many times as you need, and most people pass once they settle into the exam style and learn more about the questions. Now, if you want to know how long it roughly takes to study for CeMAP, you can check out this video on screen right now.